Alright guys, today this is gonna be a bit of a different type of video here. Um Today it's gonna be about tornadoes. A bit of a story time. So let's kinda get started. We're gonna start out with the kinda base radar view here off GR2 Analyst and kinda give you the rundown. We'll do the classic velocity or classic. So, at this point, I'm driving home from a allergist appointment, and I'm starting to notice, oh, I got a lot of storms coming for me. Sick. At this point, I'm like, hey, I'll probably start to find something soon. So, a couple scans pass by, and not really thinking much. I'm just talking to my parents, or my mom on the way home from the allergist appointment. And then bam, around this point here, I start to come up on the highway toward my hometown, and I end up noticing, we'll start off with just a base view. I end up starting to notice this little blob on the radar here. Now, I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'll be back. Okay, so I found the images I wanted to show you. So, here is the look at that storm. So it already has a well-developed mesocyclone wall cloud feature there, lowering. About 5 minutes later, there's the first tornado of the day. And here's the tornado dissolving. I mean, textbook rope out with it kind of going into that smaller rope shape and dissolving out. Now, I am going to go on my Instagram because I have post on there from it. And where is it? So bang. So this is the second tornado I saw. Of course, that's me. Um, I have another tornado selfie. This is the whole structure. There's your tornado. There's the rain shaft. And there's the whole like wall cloud mesocyclone feature kind of in here, engulfed in there. It's a closer up view, another closer up view. Probably my best picture is this. Or maybe this might be my best picture, not gonna lie. You could clearly depict the tornado there. Another really close up image. They're not the best quality, but that's the second tornado there. I mean, amazing to see something like that. Was not expecting it. I know the video went kind of nuts on here. But, I mean, this was just really cool. So, but let's look at it on radar here. So, right around this point was probably when the first tornado occurred. I think right around here, I would say. Then a little bit, maybe right here. Then that's when the second tornado occurred. And I feel like if I wasn't on the storm, my local National Weather Service may have not known about the storm, and maybe it would have went unwarned, which would have been bad. But I was there. There were a couple other people on the storm. Most of the people were playing some of these storms out ahead of the line. I am not meaning to press play. But this thing went nuts, and I was on it for a while. It was a more longer lived tornado, like 20 minutes lived. This is the last scan I have. At this point, I was coming home. At this point, I probably broke my arm. This is probably when I broke my arm. If you don't know, I broke my arm, um, on this day too, because I was riding my bike and I chased on my bike and got all that, so it makes it extra special. Um, yeah, I was about to get slobbered by another supercell that developed out ahead, so I'm like, I need to go. So I go really, really fast, and end up falling because I went way too fast. It was slippery, and I tried to make a turn. Not a great recipe. I'm not fully healed yet, but I'm getting close. I'm probably gonna have my cast off within another couple of days here. Yeah. Was not expecting to see anything on October 11th, but I mean, I came away with my third and fourth tornadoes that day. These were rated EF0 and EFU. Let me go look on Lincoln's page what they were rated here really quickly, because I'm pretty sure they would still have it up. They don't. I know I have it on a Twitter post. Let me go. Okay, so here's what Lincoln rated these. EFU, 80 mile per hour for the first one. It tracked 0.3 miles and was 30 yards wide, was not very big, and was on the ground for 2 minutes. The second one was on the ground for 6 minutes. 85 mile per hour EF0, tracked 2.3 miles. And I saw both of these. Interesting enough, this one moved northwest. Very interesting. Very interesting storm motion. There are also several more tornadoes if we look at the Tornadoes of 2020 page that went on that day. Or 2021, sorry. It was a pretty decent sized outbreak. Here's the EF2 that happened in Wrights, Illinois. This was a damaging tornado. Ended up being rated EF2. As we see here, this day had a tornado in the early morning hours in Oklahoma. It also had one in Missouri and had another one in Missouri. So there were 3 tornadoes. These were pretty early morning tornadoes. Happened in Missouri. Then the Wrights, Illinois tornado happened. This was the first tornado of the day. Then we had one with another supercell of it in Morgan County, Illinois. And then my 2 tornadoes, which were actually rated EF0 both. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. This one wasn't rated EF0. They got the times messed up too. That's why you don't trust Wikipedia. But there were a couple other tornadoes there. There was one in Indiana, one in a couple in Woodford County and LaSalle County as well. That's gonna wrap up the story time.